So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today morning I have uploaded a video where it was a Amazon interview based question. Now I am back to the basics, not basics actually, I will say to the intermediate level, where I will be solving two questions today based on SQL and Pandas method. So the goal of today's video is I will be describing how we can solve a specific question in SQL, as well as what function do we need to enhance our code so that it will also run in Pandas. Okay, so before starting the video, I want to let you know like why am I creating this kind of videos, because while we are searching for some jobs like data analyst or data business analyst kind of roles, this kind of primary question like how have you worked on pandas or SQL, XYZ function from pandas, or what function will you use in SQL, so will be definitely asked in the interview. So I am creating these videos because some of the people who are working on SQL or Python, and while they are solving this kind of question, so the genuine problem that come across the new candidates, or as well as the people who are experienced also, is once we are trying to solve a question, most of us we will do one basic wrong thing, that is if the question is not solved by us, like let's say for 5 to 10 times, so 5 to 10 minutes I will say, so what we will do is we will see some of the solution given in the system. So what happens is our mind automatically it will recognize like a pattern, like this is the pattern how to write a SQL code or how to write a pandas code, and automatically it just gets stored in the mind. But the drawback of this system is our mind is not charged for something or something better if comes to an interview. For example, I will say, let me give you a question where you just need to count XYZ stuff. So you have used the count function in SQL. But when you saw pandas, then the same question, some of the guy has solved the same question using dot slice function, maybe dot count function. So now your mind is like, okay, only these two functions are there which we can use. But the thing is like, there are some other build up also that we can use and we can get a better solution for that. That is known as SQL or Pandas optimization method. So my primary goal for solving this question in these two formats are we all will come together. We all will learn better, so that if even I am also coming across some of the solution, then I will share it in the YouTube. While if you are coming with some better solution, you can also share it with me in the comment section. So I want to make this channel an interactive one so that all can develop at a time. So without wasting the time, let's begin with the question. So this is one question where we need to create from this table these things, and another question was percentage of user attended a contest question. So let's start solving from this part, then we move to the next part, because this part is something where we need some unique kind of concept in pandas, while the next part is something where we will need more calculation parts in pandas. So I will first solve this question in SQL, then the same question I will be repeating in pandas, so you will also understand which function how to use and when to use. So this question is like, there are two tables, user ID and username, contest ID and user ID. So you can see user ID and user ID is common, so definitely we will join here first. So users and register will be joined based on user ID. This part is done. And now the question, let's come back to the question. So the question says write a solution to find the percentage of users registered in each contest rounded to two decimals. So we need to find the percentage of users who registered in the contest and have to round it up to two decimals. So percentage of the users, let's say 2015, it has user ID 6, 2015 has user ID 7, and so how many 2015 are there? 1, 2. Let's say for example there are two 2015. Okay, so one is user ID 6, one is user ID 7. So how we will be calculating the percentages count of user ID in the register table divided by total number of counts in users table. Like there are three user ID 6 to 7, so 2 by 3 will be the result for 2015. Let's see. You can see here 2 by 3, which will be approximately 0.666. So we have just multiplied by 100 and rounded up to two decimals. We got 66.67. So the same stuff we are going to do by writing the query. So let's begin quickly. So select from users as you, join register as r on u dot user id equals to r dot user id. Okay, now what I need the user id from user table, so r dot user id comma, I need a percentage, so count of r of user id divided by select, because I need to divide the users from the user ID present in the user table, so I am writing a clause using the select. So select count of user ID from users, right? And I will give this name as percentage. Now I need to group it with r.user_id. So group by r.user ID. Let's run the query and see what output are we getting. So here two things I need to multiply. Okay, some error has come. Let's see. Register, the spelling issue. Where is the register? This part. So register is the table name. Register is the table name. Now let's run. Okay. So fine. The issue over here is 6. Okay, it should be with group by with contest ID. Fine, r dot contest ID, r dot contest ID. Let's run the query. Okay, so this part is done. Now I will be just sorting it in this order. So basically, this is a kind of sorting I will do. Plus percentage will be the values will be in percentage and up to two decimals. So I will first round it up to two decimals, right? And I will just multiply it with 100. So this part will give me our percentage, and I need to order by. So order by, what's the order? Percentage in descending, percentage in descending, and in case of tie, order by contest ID. So in case of tie, order by contest ID in ascending order, right? So let's run the query. Great, it's working. Let's submit the stuff. See, it says submitted. Now I will solve the same question in pandas method. So I was solving already in pandas, but this is not complete method. So let me try it again right now. So firstly we need to join. So df equals to pd dot merge. As I told you always, merge is the function that I prefer specifically for joining the tables registered, and how will be our inner, because we don't want all the users, rather we want the selected users. So this will give me the join part, means the join part of the table. This part is done. Now coming back to the users part, as I to have told you, in the denominator part we need the count of all the users. So I will do is total users will be uh, df nahi, users table directly we can take. So users of user id dot n unique function I am going to use here. So what this function will give me is, sorry, So what this function will do is it will give me our, okay, let me put the hash, yeah. So it will give me the count of users in user table without duplication. So n unique will always exclude the duplicate and it will just count the original figure present in the specific column. This part is done now. Now, what do we need else? Now we need our group by function, because with the contest ID we are going to calculate how many users ID were present, right? So unique user ID. This unique user ID I am going to do in context of registered table, right? Because I need for the contest ID. So group by function I have used, and contest ID. This part is done. With which respect? With the respect of users ID dot and unique. Okay. So what will this do? This will group by our contest ID, right? First thing, group by contest ID. Then the each contest will have specific number of users, right? So it will just count the users per contest. So this part is done now, right? So after this part, what will, okay, one second, just see the space thing, because pandas is always case sensitive, guys. So we always have to remember about the space, right? For the timing, I am just taking this two line and I am just pasting it here so that later on, whenever you will see the video, you will always find what I have done. The first hash is for the first code, second hash is for the second code. Now, uh, after we have done this part, then what we can do is we can directly calculate the percentage. So how will I calculate the percentage? Will be, I will create a column called percentage this will be equals to our user ID. Okay, so let's do one thing also. See, this part it has done, okay, but we need to store it with a column name. So I will use a reset function, that is reset index name equals to, let me give it as alpha, so that you will always remember, like I have purposely used a unique name alpha so that you will always remember this thing. So alpha is the column where the count will be stored per contest. So I will divide that alpha with total users. Okay. Now let me just show you how my table is looking. If there is no error, then okay, it is working and you can see there is no error. So we have made this table done. Now what we need, we just need contest ID and percentage, because that is what we need to show in the output. This, the value should be sorted in percentage format as well as in ascending and descending order. Okay. So now firstly we will find the percentage kind of thing. Uh, for percentage kind of thing, let's just multiply the stuff here itself into 100. So when I just do into 100 in the first code itself, means in our the percentage code itself, then you can see already that thing has solved. Now what will I do is I will just round it up first, equals to this dot round function I am using up to 2 decimals, and I will run the code. Now it has rounded up to 2 decimals. So why I am doing one by one, so that you can see where I am using which function. So the rounded function is done. Now what we are left with? We are left with the sorting order. So I am just writing as sorting. So how we will do the sorting? Sorting will be done this way. This is our new data frame. So this equals to the same data frame dot sort values is the function which we use by see, we need to do sorting on contest ID and percentage as given in the question. So I am using the square bracket. This is known as a listing thing. So contest ID, comma, percentage, percentage. Done. Now uh, we will do this way. Ascending equals to our contest ID is in ascending, percentage is in descending. So ascending equals to, first it will be true, then it will be false. Let's run. Great. So it is working now. It is working or not? Okay. So it is firstly catching the this part, right? So let me just revert it. Contest ID, false and true. Now let me run the code. Great. So you can see this is working, and I will just extract the alpha part out. So for extracting, what I will do is I will just not show it in our output. So contest ID, comma, percentage, percent, and just run the code. See, it's working. I'll just submit this to do a final check. Done. So I will just explain you the sorting part. See, basically in the question it is given that first in descending, second in ascending. So the sort values is the function that we use in pandas for sorting. So I have used okay, short value always will come with a data frame. So data frame is the data frame which we have created using df ka group by, right? So from here I am going to this part. The new data frame is unique user ID. So unique user ID dot sort value by percentage. I should be going first because it is given in the question, percentage in descending, then contest ID in ascending. So contest ID is second column. Now I also have another feature in this sort by function. So one is by means we are doing with respect to which column, मतलब कौन से column के through we are doing the sorting. And ascending means what will be the range of that thing, either descending or ascending. So jab I am writing ascending is false, then the percentage, for the percentage column this false will act. So it will not do the ascending because here I am already given the code as ascending will be false. For the contest ID, I am just writing ascending is true, means yes, the ascending should be there for this. And that is what I have done, and I have just run the query. Hope you have understood this question nicely. And if also there is any query, definitely as I told you in the starting of the video, you may write me in the comment section. You can also reach out to me in the LinkedIn. And this is what I wanted to show you in pandas method and SQL method. Okay, one more question I will be solving today just for you so that everything will be clear. So this is the quality question based on the queries table. So we need to display the query name. Quality is something that is rating divided by position as given in the question, the average ratio of query rating and its position. And poor query percentage means our rating which is less than 3. That is what they have given in the question, the percentage of all the queries less than 3. So two calculation we have, quality and poor query percentage. So because there is no join, I am directly starting it this way, query name. Now how will I calculate our quality? So quality, they have shown an example here, which is sum divided by sum of rating by position, the whole divided by count of position, right? So dog is 3 times, so 1 2 3. So the same thing I am doing, sum of rating by position divided by count of position as quality. Okay, just let me show you once before going to the next part. So with queries, and okay, and group by will also come here. So group by query name. Let's run the query and you can see here how it's working. See, so the first part is done, right? Yes, the roundup function is there, which we will be resolving at the end. Now moving on to the next part, which is our poor query percentage part. So poor query percentage part means the query which is less than 3. So I will use a count function here. I will use a count function here and I will write case when rating less than 3, then 1 end, because I don't want anything in place of 1, so I am not using else 0 or else anything else, divided by count of rating as poor quality, poor query percentage. Let's run. Done now. So as I have told you, this is in percentage format, so into 100. We need to round up by 2, so round this figure also by 2. Similarly, we also want to round the previous thing into 2 format, so round this also into 2 and just run the query for the final check. Hopefully it should work now. Yeah, it's working, and I just submit this to do a final check. Done. So now when I come to pandas here, because we don't have any other table, so there is no joining, no merge and all, so directly we will start with the code. So firstly, I will do this part. So queries queries dot group by. So directly I am calculating our lambda using our lambda function. Probably I will use a lambda function here. I will show also how to use, and directly I am calculating our quality column, right? So group by query name. Done. Then we will be doing with panda apply lambda. So dot lambda is the function that we will use whenever we are coming across lambda, lambda, lambda of x, right? So let's solve for the poor query percentage first. So what I need to show, I need to show one when. So when we will not write here, so let me first write the query. When if x of rating is less than 3, dot reset index name equals this part, and let me just return df to see if there is any error. Yeah, so where is the error? Comma, perhaps comma, apply set function. Okay, then perhaps comma. Okay, let me just see. I have already written this code. Calculate the, yeah, so I was calculating this. Okay, this parenthesis we need x dot sum and x dot rating. No, okay, if x dot, acha, Okay. So the point here is, this is the point I was talking already. So the rating is less than 3. If x of rating is less than 3, we will do the sum of that and we will divide by x of rating dot n unique function. Okay. I will explain you in a while. Just let me see if the query works now. No. If x of rating dot n unique. Yeah, I am just writing this part wrong, right? This is the function and unique. Okay. Okay, now it is working. Fine. So for dog, it should be 3.33, right? Hmm. So it is showing 0.5. Fine. So if x of rating is less than 3, dot sum by x of rating dot unique. Fine. Uh, if I will just multiply it with 100, so it will be resolved, I think. If it will be resolved, I think. No, it is not getting resolved. uh, Fine, no problem. Let's move with the next part first. So I will do is, let me just paste this thing itself, guys, for time being, so that everything is going to resolve at a time. And I will do the new df equals to pd dot merge, uh, pd dot merge on quality is the first table we need. Quality. Second table where we need this part, poor query, how equals to inner, and on equals to our common query, that is query table. Okay. And I will just return new df. Let's just see what's the solution tells us. No attribute merger is not an attribute. Done. I will explain the calculation right now, guys. I just want to see the final result of what I did and was that working or not. So it is coming 50. Okay. Rest parts are working. This part is just coming 50. No problem. I will have to recheck the formula again. If x of rating is less than 3 dot sum. If I just do n unique here, then n unique spelling mistake. Uh, what will happen? It should be, if it is 3.33, then it should be 1 by 3 extents. It should be, yeah, it should be 1 by 3. X of rating should be 1 by 3. So if I do dot size, so this is how you have to check like which function is more suitable there. So dot size is not working. So n unique mein we were getting 100. 100 means it's again 100 by 100 extents. Okay. And if I do sum here, sum if I will do, then probably it will just count 5551. It will be wrong again. Yeah. So, rating less than 3. So n unique will do is, it will, and if I do sum, what was happening? 3.33 is coming, but for the dog it was not coming accurate. And why so? Dog, we have three parts. It should work. Should work. Here we were having two parts. So 3 and 4, less than 3 means it has detected 2. Similarly here it should detect 1. So guys, like this is how you can solve the question. Probably I will see why this problem was not able to be successful, like where the calculation has happened. If I tell you about the quality, then quality mean nothing. I have done the same thing, like queries of query name, like group by of query name. Then I have applied a lambda function, and this I have just pasted because it was quite easy to understand, because there was no condition, like x of rating divided by x of position dot sum, x divided by x of position dot end unique, means we will just do 5 plus, like this part guys, 5 by 1, 5 by 1 plus 5 by 2 plus 1 by 200, the whole divided by 1 2 3. So this is what we are doing in this query. Now this is working perfectly fine. See, 6.5 around, this will be approximately around 66.67 percentage, and thus we don't want in percentage, so it will be around 0.66, and this is 2.5, which is again perfectly fine. So we just round it up to 2 decimal. For rounding we will use I will just show you here itself, dot round of 2, simple. So when I just do round of 2, you can see our middle table is exactly how it should be, and this table, if also I just do round up dot round of 2, then it will be 3.33. I think there is some technical issue, because if the second function is working, the first function should also work. It's not happening. It should be 3.33 because our calculation is correct here, but still I will just look for some issue. If it is there, then I will be definitely sending the same in the YouTube, and I will just show this part, which will be around 3 or 4 minute ka video, not more. So I hope you have liked this question and like the structure. How do we solve the same questions in Pandas and SQL? If you want me to launch such more videos, you can definitely ping me out in LinkedIn and in the comment section. Please do like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are looking for a DA role or a BA roles as well. Thank you. Have a